Joe Arsenal with the front line with Joe and Joe. Once again, let us go into the breach. A liberal minister accidentally tells the truth. Play the clip.
One thing I can tell you, Canadians have no fun these days, Mr. Speaker, because they know, Mr. Speaker.
The minister accidentally told the truth there for a second. He said Canadians aren't having any fun, and he's got that right, because after 8 years, this prime minister is not worth the cost. He says we should energetically support his bills. Well, he's been forcing, and his prime minister has been forcing Canadians to support liberal bills for 8 years, and the bill is way too high. Food prices are up more than 20% in 2 years, the fastest increase in interest rates in monetary history. Why won't they stop sending Canadians the bill and let Canadians afford to eat, heat, and house themselves this Thanksgiving?
Food prices are way too high. Happy Thanksgiving. Then again, it is Columbus Day. Happy Thanksgiving, Canada. It's Columbus Day in America, but I digress. Dougie Ford's giving out turkeys. Play the clip. Of course, Dougie Ford's giving out turkeys. Who could afford a turkey in Canada, for crying out loud? For crying out loud! Dougie Ford has some headgear on. He's at a bakery. He's showing how people make baked goods and ship them all around the world. How about we ship them to people in Canada because they can't afford to eat? Play the clip.
We're traveling around this great province to showcase the best of what Ontario makes.
We're at FGF Brands, a company that has grown to become the largest bakery in Canada and the top frozen bakery in North America. Today, we're going to see how they make great baked goods and then ship them all around the world right here in Ontario. This is Ontario Made.
With more than 5,000 team members in Ontario, 150 of them on the IT team, they call themselves a technology company that bakes. I call them the NASA of food production. They're transforming the baking industry with some of the most advanced baking techniques to make products that taste homemade on a global scale.
What are we going to see today?
We're going to show you how we make croissants. I'm going to walk you through the process.
Fantastic.
It starts with sourcing ingredients from trusted suppliers, many of them in Ontario.
The ingredients are carefully measured and mixed to create a consistent dough that is allowed to rest and rise. It's then shaped using specialized machinery run by our skilled bakers, thanks to the unique process and innovative technology developed right here. This technology allows us to produce over 150,000 baked goods per hour.
So Michael, what's happening here?
It's called the proofer. It's going to be staying there for 2 hours.
The dough is baked at precise temperatures for exactly the right time to create a consistent, delicious product. Now at the baking stage, the dough has already traveled close to 3 kilometers. From dough to done, the entire process takes close to 17 hours.
Okay, we're here on quality control. Let's give this a taste. Delicious. Delicious.
That's because our technology is designed to replicate handmade quality. Then the finished products are distributed to various retailers, grocery stores, and restaurants across North America, and for some of our products around the world.
Andrew and Michael and the whole team, I want to thank you for having me by this incredible facility. We can tell the world these baked goods were made right here in Ontario, quality products made by quality people. FGF Brands gets the Ontario Made seal of approval.
Dougie, I dig the headgear. Keep it. It's a good look. Happy Thanksgiving, Canada. In actuality, it's the Columbus Day weekend in America, but I digress. Let's break down the cost of the food on your table. Play the clip. I think the Mayflower costs less than that meal. What do you think? Miles Standish would be pretty upset. Then again, Squanto is crying in the corner. Happy Thanksgiving, Canada. In actuality, it's the Columbus Day weekend in America, but I digress. Let's break down the cost of the food on your table. Play the clip.
What does it cost to have Justin Trudeau and Jagmeet Singh at the head of the Thanksgiving dinner table? As their inflationary taxes punish the farmers who bring us food, peas now cost you 22% more. Salad, 33% more. Potatoes, 74% more. And turkey, 37% more. The Trudeau NDP coalition, they're not worth the cost.
I think the Mayflower costs less than that meal. What do you think? Miles Standish would be pretty upset. Then again, Squanto is crying in the corner. Canadian man on the street confronts Justin Trudeau with some truth bombs. Justin Trudeau has nothing to say other than walk away. Play the clip.
Criminal! Thank you for everything you did. Look at this friggin' buck tea, bro. Look at this buck tea.
Hi. Pleasure to see you as well. Hey there, how you doing?
I'm not shaking your hand, bro. You're a fucking piece of shit, man.
Why is that, sir?
You fucked up the entire country. You got our buddy over there.
Yeah, but how did I mess up this country?
Can anybody afford a home in this day? You're charging people carbon tax. You got 9 V8s here idling for 30 minutes. Your carbon footprint is increasing. We're getting charged for what?
You know what we're doing?
It's not stopping. No,
we're putting a price on pollution,
right?
And we're returning it to families like
yours. I don't think so. You're sending it over to Ukraine, right?
No.
Yeah. You send it over to the guy that you were with that slaughtered his own country.
You've been listening to Putin, have you?
Putin? No. We definitely don't listen to your propaganda, eh? You got propaganda, bro. Fucking piece of shit, man. Fucking dumbass. Get the fuck out of here. Go to a homeless shelter, you piece.
Couple comments. I love how Justin Trudeau immediately thinks this guy is stupid and I'm going to make him look like a fool. The guy was not having it. He just stuck to his guns and Justin Trudeau had nothing to do except walk away. That is why we must speak truth to power. The truth is like a lion. Let it loose. It will defend itself. Canadians are leaving hospitals without being treated. 1 in 14 say so. Play the clip.
Good evening. If you have ever spent time in a hospital emergency room, you will relate to our top story. And if you've ever given up, frustrated by the long wait times, and exited the ER before seeing a medical professional, you are not alone. New data obtained by CTV News shows a shocking increase in patients leaving hospitals without emergency care, approximately 1 in 14.
This is for all the Americans out there who say, oh, let's go to Canada. They have free healthcare. Free healthcare, my ass. They don't have free healthcare. They throw you a crumb. That's the direction America's going. That's what they want to do for you. Ultimately, the people who get the healthcare are the rich. The poor get the crumb. That's what socialism does. That's the direction the globalists want. Wake up and open your eyes, because that's exactly what's going to happen in America. Oh, let's go to Canada. It's free healthcare. Free healthcare, my ass. Justin Trudeau wants to regulate podcasts in Canada. When the lie loses its power, you have to censor. Play the clip.
Don't think that can't happen here. Don't think that can. They're regulating podcasts in Canada.
Oh, yeah. I was reading about what they're doing. It's terrifying. So they want to bring in this bill whereby they regulate podcasts. So what they want to do is every podcast streamer or whatever it is platform that makes more than $10 million revenue, not profit, revenue, has to register with the Canadian government. They then want them to hand over information about their content and the people listening to their to their
oh my God.
to the government.
Imagine
Trudeau
getting a hold of Alex Jones's email list.
Probably a bunch of senators on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, imagine.
Yeah.
And then
the government can get that.
They're talking right now about, and maybe we're going to need to fact check this again because I was reading it this morning. But basically, they want it to promote Canadian. Something to do with like basically what Canadian greatness, whatever it is, they talk about it, and Indigenous affairs. And you're like, oh, so they're going to say a number of things are un-Canadian. and then you can just silence them. Look what Trudeau did with the truckers.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
We just had one of their guys on to talk about it.
Not just the truckers, but people who donated to the truckers got their bank accounts closed.
Yeah.
Well, that is wild.
Yeah.
You got locked out of all of your money because you donated to a cause where you didn't think that people should have to take an experimental vaccine in order to be able to work to drive a truck.
But
really?
Yeah.
Really? You think that's okay? Like, that's so not okay. The fact that those people aren't up in arms. The whole country didn't freak out and demand a fucking change. Like, you can't have, that's dictatorship stuff. That's what that is. It's Banana Republic stuff.
Of course, Justin Trudeau wants to regulate podcasts. They're the only people who are speaking the truth. He's got the mainstream media in his back pocket and he can't control social media. So what does he have to do? He has to censor. That's what tyrants do. That is what's going on in Western civilization across Europe, in Canada, and in America. And it's only going to get worse. Why? Because when the lie loses its power, you have to censor. They cannot have the people informed. Oh, they'll call it misinformation. Oh, they'll call it lies. Oh, they'll call it a threat to democracy. The only thing it is a threat to their power, because that's all they care about. They care about an ideology, and you're not a part of that ideology. To all my Canadian American friends, if you like what we do on the front line, I'm asking you to give $1. Just $1. Production costs money. We do it for you. We are self-funded, and $1 goes a long way. That's less than a cup of coffee. In Canada, a cup of coffee might cost $5, so you're getting off easy. Please, just give us $1, and we'll keep the content coming your way. God bless you, and remember, stay free.